Hey, in this particular video, we are going to talk about how do we use Jenkins um, to export the metrics to Prometheus server, or Prometheus server is going to collect the metrics from the Jenkins server. So how is it going to happen? And so the integration, we're going to take a look. And in order to do this, I have a Jenkins machine here, and where the Jenkins is already installed. So it's a brand new Jenkins. And yes, this is a brand new Jenkins. And on the same system, like I have a Prometheus server installed. So just you can go it on a separate machine, but I'm just taking the same machine. And the same way goes as a Grafana as well. So Grafana is also installed on this particular system, and we'll go and use this particular Grafana. Okay, and we'll connect the data to the Prometheus. Maybe we'll just try to visualize a very simple data, by the way. And so here it is. And, yeah. So this is also a brand new uh, Jenkins dashboard, by the way. Okay, so over here, so I would like to start with the Jenkins part. So I'll go to the manage Jenkins, and so for this we need to install a plugin, so which is provided by the Jenkins to export the data. So I'm going to go for Prometheus, and I'm going to install the Prometheus metrics over here. And so here it is asking for a restart. So let it happen, by the way. In the meantime, so let me go and edit the Prometheus configuration. So pointing this particular Jenkins server as a client. So here I'll go to the static configuration. So pt Prometheus, and then Prometheus.yml file. And so this is the main configuration file. And in this particular main configuration, I'm going to add a new configuration, and also it will become a new static config. So that's where I will say it's a new job. So job underscore name is maybe Jenkins. And so here also it is a static config. And inside the static config, so I'm going to have is the targets. Okay, so the target is so we can use the same machine. By the way, we can use localhost, or else I can go ahead and use the private IP address maybe. And over there, so it is going to going for 808.80.80. Okay, this is the target, by the way. I need to hit it. Okay, so that means like if I just go here and view admin and admin. And also, if you have observed that particular plugin, it was telling some information that metrics will be exposed on slash Prometheus. Let's try to observe that particular information. Go to manage Jenkins and go with the manage plugins. And if I go with the install plugins, so the Prometheus is telling that the data will be exported as a slash Prometheus. So that means on the same server, it is going to export the metrics as slash Prometheus. So it is exporting the metrics file. So now this is what we are going to collect, and this extension is slash Prometheus, and update the configuration accordingly. So here, by the way, by default, the metric path will be, so pulling Prometheus will look for slash metrics. Either you update that in the Jenkins, so saying that, hey, export it on slash metrics, or you tell to the Prometheus that saying, hey, I wanted to go with on slash Prometheus. So this is what the additional configuration I have added. Now 7 quit and systemctl restart Prometheus. So tail -f slash var log messages. Just I want to see the service whether it is started. Yes, the Prometheus started without any problem. Now the Prometheus is exporting the data, so we can just see that information over here. We can take a up expression and you can just search for the execute the results for that. I think so. Still Jenkins yet to come. Yes, now I can see that Jenkins is coming. So and it is up and running. So which is fine. Now I can just go to the connect this particular data because you have a lot much data actually over here. That means a lot of so a lot of metrics are available. So if I just go and give Jenkins, you can see so many things are there. Maybe Grafana can give you a better view. So in order to get the data, by the way, so I can just go to the data sources, add a data source, and it's actually going to be Prometheus, and the machine sits on the same system. So http :// maybe localhost is also fine, :9090. Come here, save and test. So data source saved, and data source is also working well. Now I can go to the dashboard, and maybe over here, and I'll say that maybe Jenkins jobs. So Jenkins, maybe just go with the something like node count, by the way. That means how many number of nodes agents are there, by the way. So maybe you can see this, the response you're getting is somewhere you got is 1, by the way. So maybe I will just go with the last 5-minute data, and you can see that 1, by the way. So this is gonna, so we like this. So it tells, like, how many agents are going on. Like, we can project the data however the way we want once we have the Prometheus data with us. That would be all in this particular video. Thank you. See you in the next video.